All right, welcome back. Vikrant here from Polytech. Let's talk about SigPro or signal processor. Even some of our experienced users are not familiar or haven't had a chance to play around with this nice little, I say little, but it's a lot of work that went into it from our software team, but it's a nice addition to the main software, whether it's PSV or VibSoft. So no slides today. I just want to show you hands-on. Let's get into the software and play around. So yeah, once you have a file, a .svd or a .pvd, you can either export the data into MATLAB, Python, and do advanced post-processing, whatever you want to do there. But there's also a built-in tool, absolutely not as flexible and powerful maybe as Python or MATLAB, but definitely lets you do a lot of operations and gives you a quick and dirty look at different things within the Polytech software environment. And there's no extra, I mean, it's part of the system. So it's part of the software itself. So if you have not played around with it, you should. So today my goal is to kind of show you a couple of examples and show you how to open up SigPro. So let's start with the examples. So for example, let's say, the Polytech software, for example, calculates the average spectrum, but that's done in magnitude. So you don't see the real and imaginary or magnitude and phase. So let's say you want to do a complex average spectrum instead. That's one example here. Let's say you have time domain data and want to do an FFT, or you have FFT and you want to do an inverse FFT. You can do all this within the software. You can resample the data. Let's say you sample it 1 kilohertz and now you just want to take a lot more samples, so it gives you resampling option as well. Superimposing, so let's say you have more than 2 points, or two or more, and you just want to see what these points look like and on one plot. So that's what you see here, for example, where I'm comparing two different locations for magnitude or phase. Here you'll see that I resampled. It's not gonna superimpose, but you'll see, yep, this is much higher sampling as compared to this guy. Here's my time domain data, and then I did an FFT on the data. So all this and much, much more is possible. And you can see some of the functions here in the shortcut menu here with the icons: auto power, cross power, statistical parameters, filter designs, resampling, extracting, snipping a data set, differentiation, integration, FFT, inverse FFT. You can go on and on and on, and this is just super long list of things you can do with SigPro. Okay, now let's see how do we get to it? How do we open this thing? So here's one example in our examples folder. It is yeah, just a plate structure, nothing fancy about it. And here's our average spectrum. So this is the spectrum of all the points. If you want to see the scan points, so that's what this is. And now, how do we get to SigPro? Well, there are a couple of places you can open a SigPro file, and it has its own extension .spd. And so you can either open it here, or you can also go to File and open one. And you can see it looks like Excel worksheet. I mean, that's what it looks like. And the way you copy and paste data for data manipulation or math operations is you just hit, right click on your data and then just say copy. And then it's going to say, you know, SigPro. And then you can take the data to let's just open a new file, a new SigPro file, and you can paste the data. So here you can see that this is one data set at one location. You can also do the following. You can go here and go to the point data, right click again, and then say copy all points. And now go back to your SigPro file and copy all. And now you can see that all those individual scan points are here. Now you can do a bunch of operations on it. So for example, we wanted to re-average to do complex averaging. So for that, just like you would do it in Excel, start with equal to. Um, the function for that is stat mean, and the data is in B1 in this case. Hit enter. And now this is your complex average data set, and now you can see magnitude and phase, real and imaginary, all that stuff, which is not inherently possible. And you can also take this data and take it back to the main system. So I can right click and copy, copy the data set and paste it back in the data here. So and it pastes it as a user defined signal. So this is, I hope this gets you something to at least explore this. This is a very powerful tool built inside the Polytech software itself. Why not use it? There's so many operations, so many things you can do with it without leaving the Polytech environment. And of course, you can export data into all kinds of format and do whatever you're still doing. But signal processor, play around. I think you guys will like it. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye bye.